Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Hope you are all safe. Okay, first of all, I would like to welcome Mr. Srinivasan Ramanujam, founder and CEO of Career Mitra. He gained more than 18 years of experience, healthcare domain and training development. He has started his career as a programmer and due to his hard work, he rose to high position like analyst, team lead, technological lead in Infosys, and former deputy manager in IBM. Now, he is the CEO and founder of Career Mitra. I feel greatly privileged to welcome such a honorable guest for this webinar. On behalf of our college and Principal Madam Dr. Shamshad and staff and students of Department of Computer Science Shift 2, I welcome you, sir. Sir, please carry on the session. Sir, once again, sir, all the participants, please mute your audio and then video. Do you have any queries? Please request you to post your queries at the end of the session. We get clarified. Don't forget to fill the feedback form. Srinivasan, sir, please carry on the session.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
So,
for the nice introduction.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Good afternoon, all. I hope I will be able to reach out to you. My audio is clear, I hope. Okay. So now I will just share my screen so that you can see my screen, desktop. Hope you all are seeing my desktop, right? Yes. So today the session is all about about the blockchain technology. So I think there is some disturbance because still I can mute a lot of people, but please mute yourself during the course of the session. That would be useful for all of us. I have to talk and you have to hear. So at the end of the session, I can take all your questions without fail. I will address a few questions, and also I think probably without questions I will be able to explain this technology, how it is working, how it is functioning, and everything else. Okay, so thank you so much for your wonderful, you're spending your valuable time with me. Again, thanks to everyone. Thanks to Rosie, Sofacta College, for inviting me for this opportunity. Okay, so we'll go for blockchain. Okay, so blockchain, it is a confusing mechanism to understand by itself, because there are a lot of blocks to interfere between you and the user. For example, how we will be able to understand more precisely in the sense, what is blockchain, why we have to go for this technology first of all. Because we have artificial intelligence, we have data science, we have big data, we have so many things to take care of this, the future technology. And why particularly a lot of people are seeing blockchain is, okay, I think somebody has raised a question. Just a minute. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, Padmavati, do you have any questions? I think you have raised your hand. Do you have any questions? Am I audible? Okay, fine. I will take it as take it as a granted. Okay, fine. So why we, first of all, why blockchain? Because there are a lot of softwares in front of us. There are a lot of software products, a lot of service products, a lot of software services. A lot of companies are building up a lot of artificial intelligence product through machine learning, through deep learning, and everything.
Sorry to disturb you. Please put in show mode, sir, please. That is presentation mode, full screen.
Oh, okay. Just a minute. It is fine. I hope this is
Yes,
fine
sir.
with
Thank
you.
you.
Right,
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right. So before, yeah, because we have a lot of questions like this in front of us, we need to address before going into this technology. Because there are, you will get confused between, to knowing this technology, why particularly this technology is using or coming up with all the domains like healthcare, life sciences, especially banking, finances, and also the people data, especially the personal data, and why we are why we need to go for it. So we need to understand before that, before going in depth about the blockchain or the technology behind it, we need to understand the history of blockchain. So that is the starting point when anyone can will be able to understand the reason behind it, why this technology emerges, so that you will be able to relate with the other domains, like why this technology is for, especially for education, especially for research, especially for anything else. So we need to go for and understand uh, what is the history. Okay, so in 2008, okay, so I will just go for it, just bear with me because it is on the 16th slide. Okay, so the history of blockchain is emerged with one person. Okay, so this person name is called, okay, Satoshi Nakamoto. This may be a person, or this may be a group of persons. Okay, so that is why they have given a pseudonym. It is not a real name, and this is the person, or this is the group. They wanted to create a parallel economy. Parallel economy in the sense, to be more precise, we have one currency in India, right? So we have a Indian rupee. Rupee is our money. This is, if we don't have money, we can't live in this world. In India especially, right? So this is only one mechanism which drives the country, which drives the government, which drives the people or individual. Okay, but there is something recently, or some years back, our government, they have to ask or insist people to open up the bank account for all the every people has to have a bank account, at least one bank account, with respect to their Aadhaar card. Okay, because Aadhaar card, they have coming up with this data, they wanted to open up so that everything can be digitalized. That is the aim of this mechanism. But there are people who will think of, even we will think of a lot of time, saying that our money, we are going for the bank, we are opening up an account for, at the same time, for each and every transactions. Okay, please note it down, please follow me, because each and every concept I'm telling, it is related to blockchain. Okay, so we are going to open up an account, but money is ours. Okay, money is ours, but we are going to public bank, nationalized bank or private bank, whatever it is. But for each, after opening up your account, for each and every transactions or services, we are paying, with the same amount of money, everything is our money, but bank is charging us for IMPS services. Instant transfer, we are paying some amount. For a lot of things, for even withdrawing cash in the ATM, maybe you have very limited, per month limit is very limited. 5 withdrawals you can do, or it depends on the bank, right? After that, you need to pay, or you need to pay for the services. And then lot of services like demand draft or checkbook, whatever the services you avail, or even if you go for fixed deposit, you have to pay some tax at the end of the duration, at the tenure, right? So this is the mechanism we have in front of us. This is applicable in each and every country, not only in India. Every country this follows this. But in 2008, one person came in, and why I need to follow the same system? I need to follow my own system so that I can be free out of these kind of things. So that person or group founded a Bitcoin. It is a digital currency. I mean, you can't see this currency. You can't see this as a value-based system. But if you use this one, you will get a lot of benefits. So what are the benefits? What this Satoshi Nakamoto is coming up with a plan. So his main plan is nothing but he has a software, and just in case we will just see some example over here. Okay, I'm Satoshi Nakamoto. I have my software, and I have to build a network of people. Okay, for this, maybe for Rosie ma'am, I need to I have a personal dealing with Rosie, so that I will ask Rosie ma'am to have, okay, I'm just giving you 5 Bitcoin. Just remember 5 Bitcoins. Say for example 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. These are all the coin names, and I'm just for Rosie ma'am, I'm just fixing a block A. So block A person is having 5 Bitcoins. Okay, so why she needs to have my system or my software? The first question. Or why need to why she has to buy the system? That is a basic question will come out of our mind. Okay, fine. So Satoshi told to Rosie, saying that, okay, using this 5 Bitcoin, you can buy, you can go to any kind of a pizza center. Okay, you can buy, you can just give this transaction, you can just spend this money, and they will buy this money and give you pizza. This is very, very simple thing. Okay, so this is how he started selling his software. Okay, what is his software all about? Just keep aside the pizza and other stuff. I will come to the later. Okay, the person A, Rosie ma'am, the block A, she is having a block A. She's having 5 Bitcoins now. Okay, the software is running now. Okay, so in between my system, Satoshi and only the Rosie, 2 people are, we have just seen this, but behind the system. Okay, so for Rosie doesn't know that behind the system there are n number of people are there in the network. She doesn't know that. So she just wanted to, Satoshi, slowly ask Rosie to invest more and more of Bitcoins, so that Rosie will become familiar to use the system, so that Rosie will get more commissions like a Bitcoin. Bitcoin is nothing but a commission you can earn through this technology. Okay, fine. So as long as you just understand this is happening, that's well and good. And then I will explain a lot about how this is happening behind it. Okay, so like Rosie, there are so many blocks. Rosie block name is A, block A. So there are so many block B, C, D, F until Z. It goes on. It goes on. Okay. So this software has to, like the same system like what we are using Zoom. Zoom doesn't allow more than 100 people at once. If it goes back, I have to subscribe, or I have to run the system very effective manner. Okay, so this is, I think we have 10 more minutes. Maybe, you just have to, again, 20 more minutes, you have to, again, re-log in, and around 2:40, just for your information. Okay, so this is the system, and there are a lot of blocks. So for Rosie's system, she has bought something from Satoshi, and what she is doing now, she has just got interested. Okay, I'm just, she doesn't invest anything as of now. She, Satoshi he has given 5 Bitcoin to just running his software. That's it. So for running this software, it is not that easy. Running the software of Bitcoin or blockchain, you need to have an effective system. Without that, it is very, very tough. Okay. So after, you have to, I mean, it is not running 1 TB or only, 8 GB RAM, 1 TB hard disk, nothing will work out. You have to buy a big system, big RAM, big, database, because n number in the sense there are lakhs and lakhs of people will come and bid and buy the money, I mean the value from Satoshi. So he is the one person started the parallel economy so that he is free out of these kind of things, like what we are doing here in intraday shares, in our share market, right? Just relate with those things, intraday and the investor relationship. Just imagine the similar kind of thing is happening in the digital currency market. Okay, so next thing what he has done, okay, what Satoshi has, he just again, I mean, within a year, he just, the first transaction between the computer scientist and the Satoshi is happening. It is a boom of the digital currency, the blockchain effect. And then lot of people are, getting interested, and they all are, trying to invest money for this. That is why, in India for last year, they have some kind of a challenges over here, because lot of people will, misused this system, saying that, say for instances, Rosie has bought 5 Bitcoins. After that, she has bought a lot of Bitcoins, because she's earning much more money than what is, earning right now, because the everyday value is increasing. Just imagine today's value of 1 Bitcoin, it's around 7 lakh Indian rupee. Just imagine, it just started with free of cost, with 5 Bitcoins for a person to buy a single pizza. Okay, it just started like this, and now it is the value. I mean, it just started around 2008, and now it is 2020. In within 12 years, it got lot of people value. People got attracted towards this. Because of this, the Bitcoin value now, it is extended, and it is a tremendous. You can't imagine, 7 lakh Indian rupee. So now the value is, I mean, the Supreme Court has freed up this economy from India itself. So you can access this money wherever you are nowadays. Okay, so until February, it is not. The end of February, the Supreme Court has, uplift. I mean, he has given it is not banned, because there are parallel economy. Bank people also got attracted, because there is no way for bank people to sustain in this market, because people get attracted, people are demanding this system, and so people are investing through bank. So there are commissions for banks too, even though we are getting more commissions. I mean, personally, we are getting commissions, and also the value is increasing day by day, and also we have to be very, very careful while investing. Okay, 2008, only this person came up with Bitcoin. And then after a couple of years, lot of people, coming up with a lot of coins. I mean, that is called cryptocurrencies. Now we have come to the next set, because lot of people are using the system. Lot of people are coming into the system using this currency. Using this currency, they are buying flats, from just sitting in India, sitting in Chennai, sitting in Velachery, I can buy land from anywhere else. The simple system is they have to accept my cryptocurrency. That is a digital currency, and now everyone is accepting it. Everyone started using it. Everyone making the transactions out of it. Okay, so, and also, it is not governed by any body. I mean, any government body. It is, even there is no private people. It's all public. The data all public, and there is a mechanism. Once I mean, Rosie got 5 Bitcoin, the data got encrypted. Nobody can read this. Okay, so if you wanted to buy from Rosie that 5 Bitcoin, so that the other person gets 7, increase the value of 7 Bitcoins, saying that the first person, Satoshi, has to decrypt the value. Then only he will be able to see how many blocks are there, how many persons are there involved in it, so that there is no, the false commitment. There is nothing, for instance, to be more precise and, to be more clear. Now we are for registering our land document. Say, for instance, you are buying a land in Chennai. We have to go to the register office, and then for registering, we need to have a proof. I mean, the easy we need to done, right? The easy has to be very, very free. I mean, that it doesn't have any kind of the other aspects of it. It doesn't have to be on any cases, illegitimate product. I mean, the plot and everything else we have to cross check, right? For this, I mean, that's called a parent document. Parent document has to be very clear, and then it has to be get approved by the system. I mean, for instance, we are going for this kind of activities, we have to go to registrar office. For the blockchain, you don't have to go to anywhere else. The system will do with very effective manner, and also you are not wasting your time. You are saving your time, you are saving your money, your energy and everything. And also it is very, very effective. It is very safe. Okay, so to be more precise, to understand this concept, I have my own system. I mean, I'm running a Honda. Okay, I'm car manufacturer of Honda. I mean, I'm the Honda person. I'm the manufacturer of Honda cars, and I'm just giving to this system. I mean, the car to the dealership. We have so many dealership, right? So I'm giving to the dealership. The dealership does have, he has to do a lot of things to sell his car, to sell those car into somebody, some individual. Okay, there are 3 person. One is the car manufacturer, other is a dealership, and the other person is the individual. So within this, there are hidden mechanism. We have to get the data from the government, and we have to get the RTO office officials, has to sign, and everything has to be done. So what this car manufacturer has to do, he has the authority only to do some kind of a operations, and that's it. So he has to update the system. This many cars, it has to go gone to the dealership. That's it. So what the dealer will do, now the dealer will get all the details from the customer, the individual, and get updated system. That's it. And then this has to go to the RTO, and the RTO will verify all the documents like Aadhaar card, PAN card, bank account, and everything. The third system, and this system has to go to the 4th system called government data. This government database, this will, once RTO has uploaded all the documents, system will verify automatically.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, 1 minute only.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry about that, because due to some technical issues, it just. Okay, almost a lot. I mean, all the people got joined back. Okay, I will just share my screen again. So I just stopped somewhere, the mechanism, how it is working. Okay, I'm a Honda dealer, and then, I mean, car manufacturer, and then the dealer, and then the individual, and then it goes to RTO. RTO has to upload all the documents, and the documents has to be verified in the government database. So I'm sitting, I mean, I'm going nowhere else, from where the hierarchy comes in. I'm the manufacturer, the dealer, and then, it goes to RTO. Even RTO doesn't ask you any kind of money, just for, fun, because, okay. And then it has to upload in the system. I mean, all the things, it's happening just a fraction of, within an hour. I mean, if all goes well, within 1 hour, you will be, getting your cost number. Government will allocate the number. So just imagine if this is, implemented once. All this is possible, and I mean, because of this technology evolution. So this evolution has made, I mean, again, I wanted to give you one more thing, because the person, who started first the Bitcoin, the Satoshi Nakamoto, his aim is no one can control this. Okay, if you try to control, then it will be a private group. Okay, so if it is not controlled, then it is a, I mean, yeah, it is a public group. That means this is a decentralized process. Okay, so you can sell your property, you can buy your property from wherever you are. Imagine, this is how blockchain has evolved. I mean, the evolution of blockchain happened like this only. And then after over a period of time, even Rosie has, felt that why I need to buy only Bitcoin? Okay, why I need to go for only Satoshi? I can name by itself Rosie, coins, something else. So that's how a lot of people, lot of companies just jumped into this, and then the making electronic cash system. They are coming into the peer-to-peer cash system. That is called, again, Ethereum. Ethereum is one of the most, admitted currency, cryptocurrencies world in the blockchain, and that's value. One Ethereum value is about 15,000 Indian rupees approximately, today's value. Okay, so 15,000 rupees one Ethereum. So people are what people are, I mean, where people are making money. Okay, where people are getting money out of this. So we have to buy Ethereum, not only from Bitcoin. So because Bitcoin is too high, we can't go to this, because 7 lakh rupees, just almost close to $20,000 US dollars. And then the Ethereum, and then lot of things, they are coming, keep on coming, like how you are getting the IPO in our Indian system, Indian trade system. Okay, so that is how this mechanism comes into place. But nobody else, the problem here in blockchain, if somebody got other ideas, I mean, can somebody please mute yourself, because your audio is disturbing for all of us. Okay, thank you so much. So I'm thinking that why should I start my own Bitcoin? I mean, kind of a Bitcoin. Why the other people are, so people are, there are more than 1,000 cryptocurrencies in the world right now, more than 1,000. Like how in our Indian trade system or the share market, how many, I mean, a lot of companies like TCS, Infosys shares the same kind of a system, because Infosys too much high, even TCS, Tata Group shares is too much high. There are so many companies are selling their IPOs, and then they are running their own company with the public fund. The similar mechanism in the blockchain, in the cryptocurrencies mechanism, it's working. Okay, just imagine, that's it. So, and then what happened, government are politicized this kind of a mechanism, because if government are encouraging this kind of mechanism, there will be no bank. People are not going to bank for the transactions. Okay, just 1 minute, I will just mute all of yes, thank you. I muted all of you, sorry about that. So government, I mean, for all the government for that matter, even US, Japan, China, everything. So these people are coming into place. They are playing a lot of value, I mean, value addition to this mechanism, to this software, and they are creating their own cryptocurrencies, are selling these kind of currencies to the market. People are buying like anything, people are investing like anything, so that this mechanism, it's just growing. Okay, how this working, why we need to have a robust system? Because like just imagine in your college, I hope you all will be working in a college environment. In just say for you have 1,000 students. Okay, you don't know where one student is starting a bank account. You never know that, right? But if you implement this blockchain mechanism, you will come to know what these people are doing it. And then this is just a banking mechanism. For example, if you are implementing the same system, the blockchain mechanism, in your education system. Okay, for example, you are a computer science HOD, and you wanted to move away for some of the projects, and you come to know what people have done 10 years back. You can track it. How to track it? Within the same file. For example, just for a quick understanding, if you go to your bank account, you are seeing 10 transactions per sheet, I mean per page, right? For one record, you are seeing the first page, you are seeing your bank account number, what kind of account, and what is the amount. You are seeing these 3 records in a single row, right? The similar way, just imagine, in the similar way, I can track in my college 10 years before what was my student's project was, and what would be 8th year, maybe last year project, how these students have done, on what mechanism they have done it. I can track in education like this, within a single record. Within a single record, you can track each and everything like anything, just a fraction of second. So that is how this blockchain mechanism nowadays implemented in healthcare system. So that you just imagine, now I'm I'm 43 now. Okay, I know if I have a blockchain mechanism in my life, what kind of a thing I can get to know. If I go to hospital, any kind of a hospital for that matter, I can give my health report. Okay, he can track 43 years of data of my health records in a single row. Within a single row, you can just drag it. You can just come to know what kind of what is the issue, I mean, Srinivasan has just undergone in his lifetime. Do you think that it is very useful? Yes, of course. But if you implement this system in your education system, or in your healthcare, or in your research for that matter, okay, before 50 years back, I can track what was Edison was doing. I can do that. I can track that. What was his all the white papers he has released. I track all those records, which is very useful. Within a fraction of a second, I can just track it down, and then I can go for further. Don't waste of, I can't waste, and I will do the paperwork very soon, and I can finish my paperwork or thesis work, whatever it is. Fine. So this is how the blockchain mechanism comes into place on all the things. So before going into that, I just wanted a quick round of how it has been evolution. I mean, as I said, 2008 it started. 2009 it has a first transaction. 2010. So you can just see the Florida-based programmer complete the first ever purchase using Bitcoin. Okay, just to see the value. Okay, the first, the page of value, just 10,000 Bitcoins. The value was $60 at the time. He just goes for Papa John's pizza and he got it. And the value of today, it is $80 million. Okay, this is how it is. And then 2011, it was just emerging like anything within 3 years. So one Bitcoin value is equal to $1 US, giving the cryptocurrency in the parity. I mean, the parallel value has given. And then lot of people are coming into place and investing and giving donations and accepting donations as a cryptocurrency. You can't see the currency, but you can feel the value. You can feel it. 2012, again, blockchain and cryptocurrency just, popular in television shows. And then the Bitcoin magazine has been released. It just like, emerged like anything because people people has accepted it and they are trying to use it because you don't have any kind of a service charges over here, like banking system, right? If you have a FD, fixed deposit, if you have a RD, and for anything, you have to give some kind of a service charge. A lot of things, you need to give. Even for getting the debit card, you have to pay for that. Even for, for single transaction, you have to give something back to the bank. But here you are getting all the way. Okay, you are getting money. So people are, that is why, people are utilizing this. Here, there is one more mechanism before I go into the 2013 value. There are blocks of, so to simplify this, to understand you more better, there are group of people like, you can just compare COVID-19 for this. Okay, now I'm here. I'm in an apartment. This is kind of a block. Just imagine this is a block. So I'm just, pulling back. I'm just finding out my software is running 24 hours in my system, and I need to find one more block which is affected COVID-19. Just imagine. Okay, so I'm just finding nearby block, nearby apartment which is affecting. It will take 1 day or two days to process to identify this block. Okay, so for identifying blocks, it's called mining. Okay, this is called data mining. So for identifying each and every block, I'm earning so much more money. You never imagine. For example, identifying a block, it's not so easy. It is a tremendous and challenging environment because I need to have all the system in place. It has to run for the day. I need to watch. I need to monitor the software is running successfully. Okay. So if once identified, automatically your bank account will be filled with cryptocurrencies. Just imagine. So that is how. So you are not doing anything because somebody else software you are running. You are not inventing anything. You are not innovating anything. You are not finding out anything. You are just simply sitting somewhere. You are just making money out of finding out the blocks. That is called mining. That is called blockchain. So you have to, go through a chain of reactions, and you have to identify the blocks where some more blocks, where are some more other people, where similar blocks you have to find out. That means that you are helping out for your peer. That means for Satoshi Nakamoto, you are helping for this. It has to happen because only that person can't run the entire show. People will have to help like us. So for that, he is giving cryptocurrencies for us. So this is just going on and on. And then if you find out one block, you can sell it somewhere else. You can buy and also sell. For that also you'll get more money out of that transactions. So just that is the most important thing in blockchain. And I will come to research and education, how it is implied, as I said earlier. Okay, coming back to this presentation, 2013, the market cap for Bitcoin surpassed $1 billion. Just 7 years back, Bitcoin reached $100 per transactions. one Bitcoin equal to $100. It is tremendous, and people are crazy about this. Okay, I mean, after 2013, government just wake up. Government also, has to approve. There is no chance, or there is no option for them. And then the gaming company invested. Las Vegas, you should, maybe you would have, aware of that. Those people are, accepting this Bitcoin, I mean, cryptocurrencies as a payment. No need of, giving a cash or something else. And then Ethereum has found out in 2014. In case, I mean, replacing Bitcoin. Bitcoin is reached, somewhere $100 in 2013 itself. At that time, just starting as a value of 0 in 2014, Ethereum project was founded. Okay, and then now in 2014 it got found out, and now it has the value of 15,000 rupees. I mean, Indian rupees, within 6 years, and now it is growing day by day. And then group of over 200 blockchain firms has founded out, okay, and discovered each and every blockchain. It is it's going on and on. And then there is one more player, the major player who is into banking sector, called PayPal, announces Bitcoin integration. That means that suppose you have maybe, I mean, all of you have Amazon account. In that Amazon wallet, you should have a coupon code option. In that coupon code, you can enter cryptocurrency value. Very simple. And then you can just buy the transaction. You can finish the transaction. Okay. And then the 2015, it has exceeded the number of person accepting, even the merchants, 1 lakh merchants got added into it. And then it has got into public fair in NASDAQ in the USA. And then IBM also comes into place, to create a blockchain strategy. 2017, again, it reaches to, within 3 years. Just imagine, within 3 to 4 years, from 100 to 1,000, $1,000, it reached Bitcoin for the first time in its history. And then the cryptocurrency value, $150 billion in 2017 itself. And then the major player in banking sector, JP Morgan, has invested a lot, and he is foreseeing that this technology is the future of banking sector. Okay. Now Dubai also, announced that they are accepting this kind of a mechanism, blockchain, by this year. And in 2018, Facebook announced IBM develops its own currency, IBM coin. Maybe they will come up with a new name. Maybe somebody else in India too, they will come up with a new name, the new coin. Who knows? It will happen very soon. Okay. So this is how it is emerged. We will see the technology, the technological terms of how it has been used. So before that technological term, I wanted you to imagine that how we can implement this blockchain technology towards research and education. For example, because as I already told you that this is a decentralized process. Blockchain concept itself decentralized because some kind of a democratic idea, saying that I wanted to run a parallel thing because I don't want to use any system like bank or something else. I wanted to run my own thing. So that's how it has started. But if you just keep on going in depth, you can make use of this technology into any kind of a industry. Okay, so any kind of industry, especially in education, you can track. The tracking system will be made very, very easy. As I said, it's a very, very simple terms. 10 years before, what was the project or something? 10 years before, what was the student doing? Taking out the record is very, very easy, and also it's safe, very, very safe. But again, here there is one more mechanism comes into place once you come into research and education. That is, it is a private group. It will come automatically a private group. It is not into a public group because it will come into a closed group. So if you are focusing on any kind of other than the cryptocurrencies, if you come out of and wanted to play something with this technology, okay, and you are using a private group, private channel, but trust me, this technology uses a very, very, what to say, they are not using very behind the technology, it's not like Python or something. It is very old system like C, C++, V, C++, right? Maybe, because that's how the memory has been, pulled out. That's all. The memory has been, uh, take the record and give it back to you very, very frequently, very fast. So don't have to worry about the mechanism, because companies are investing, and a lot of companies are giving as an application in future. A lot of companies are working, and already a lot of features, a lot of applications come into place, and they are utilizing in Russia and US. They are testing for research, especially for research and education, especially for tracking mechanism, not only tracking, to make our memory very, very easy, and to make a lot of persons work make easier than before. Even, we have a computers we're running, we have a laptop, we have a lot of, facilities, but still we are facing, because we have a lot of data in front of us, right? We have a lot of data. So that is why this kind of mechanism, it is very playing a vital role, to fetch a record within a very fast manner. Okay, so just imagine, this is how you can implement. You can also, do some kind of research on how to implement. But for the benefit of people like us, lot of companies are working and giving to you as a platform. That is one of the platform called Ethereum. That's value is now 15,000 rupees, and they are giving you a platform. You can use it for any kind of a purposes, not only for cryptocurrency. So you can use those applications in your day-to-day activities. That is your call. So everything is possible through blockchain mechanism, but there is, and we have to use this mechanism very carefully, because you have to have a centralized process. If you go for a decentralized process, the encryption decryption matters a lot. If we go for closed group, private group, again the encryption decryption value most. So we have to only take care of those things. Otherwise the system works fine, system work very, very good, because it depends on the people who uses this technology, has to trust each and every one. Otherwise this system won't work well. Otherwise he will sell all the records to somebody else. Records in the sense data. So data, a lot of agencies are paying much more money these days. Okay, so yeah, I'm just running through what is happening behind the blockchain technology. So it is a kind of a distributed ledger technology. And just imagine, if you share Google Doc, you are not copying, you are not just transferring, you are just, a lot of people are working on the same, mechanism. Just a Google Doc, if you open up Google Doc, 100 people, 200 people, 300 people open that Google document at the same time, right? A similar thing, but it's a confused manner in the blockchain. Google Doc is okay, fine, it has a very transparent system, but blockchain, it's just opposite of it. But just imagine, this is a start. This is how we have to imagine how the system works. So document is distributed instead of copied or transferred, as I said. I don't know why people are not unmuted. Okay, this is more complicated than a Google Doc. And then a quick review of how it has been formed. Digital assets are distributed instead of copied. Only distribution system. There is no copy, paste, or transferring of any kind of a value or data. Nothing. It just distributed to among the block, among the chain of wherever you are. Even if you are in Bitcoin, within Bitcoin you will get all the information. If you are Ethereum will only that block of people you will come to know. Okay, so this is how you have to just imagine. The asset is whatever your asset, you are buying an asset, it is decentralized, allowing full real-time access. You have the full access to anything, so that you can just view where this has been originated. You can view that within a fraction of a second. You will come to know that a transparent ledger of changes preserves integrity of the document, which creates trust in the asset. So you can trust this because you can't do anything without your knowledge. Somebody, maybe your friend or your family members just happen to see your asset about the digital currency. They can't do anything. The hacking mechanism, you can't hack the system, just like that. It is very, very difficult for you. Okay, so this is how it has been built. That is why people are going for, this age, people are ready to utilize this kind of a mechanism. So it consists of blocks, nodes, miners. So already we discussed about blocks. Kind of nodes I'll come to know. The miners I already discussed with you. So we have 10 minutes more. I just quickly walk through, and then if you have any questions we can just take it up. So each block has 3 elements, data, 32-bit whole number called nonce. Maybe if we are computer science, maybe we'll get to know about this kind of a thing, why we are go for a 32 and why we are going for a 256, because of the system values. Okay, and the memory has to run, memory has to read very quickly. So nonce generates the cryptographic hash, and the nodes are nothing but it has to connect it to chain, an electronic device that maintains the copies of blockchain and keeps the network functioning. And that is how all the transactions are going on. That's how the mining is happening. If you found out any kind of block, then nodes will come into place, and you are just finding out 1 node, 2 nodes, 3 nodes, and you will get commission, you will get transaction, your bank account will be increased, and so on. Okay, and then every node has its own copy of the blockchain and the network. Blockchains are transparent, we discussed, and every action in the ledger can be easily checked and viewed, as we discussed. Nodes can be any kind of electronic device that maintains a copy of the blockchain and keeps the network functioning. Miners, we already discussed, creating a new block on the chain through a process called mining. So data mining is not easy, because it is simply not simply, the complex mathematical problem your block has to solve, that your software, whatever your software you will be buying from somebody else, that software will be able to do. And that is the miner's job, to find out a block, so that they can get more money for each transaction or each block. Okay, and then making a change to any block earlier, it just requires a remining. So you can't change simply the record of anything. You have to get a permission for within that block. You have to get a permission from each and every person. That is the potential of this mechanism. When a block is successfully mined, the change is accepted by all of the nodes on the network. Nodes within the nodes, a lot of people will be there. They have to accept it, and the miner is rewarded financially. That's what I said. Okay, so these are all the users, the revolution, whatever thing we have already discussed. The tokens, the Ethereum is one more token. If I found out anything, that is a token. So it's just a kind of a digital asset. Programmers can create tokens to represent. That's called a token. Track its ownership and execute its functionality, and then you can make any kind of changes. Can be music files. In this software, lot of blockchain mechanism is working for maybe for music concert people, for music artist, or somebody else, because they are just converting those money and then they are giving back to those people. There are a lot of the other things like NGO kind of a thing is working on behind the blockchain, but just our job is just to know what we want to know. That's it. The technology is just very, very fine, and world is watching, and world is changing to use this kind of a technology. Okay, so then to track fraud in finance, yes, absolutely. And nowadays people are, I mean, Citibank or HDFC, whatever it is, finding the fraud analytics. It's a separate division in each and every branch. If they are implemented blockchain mechanism, it's very easy to track. Okay, and then it's very secure to track IP property. That is, very easy. Yeah, we have seen all the history. And do you have any questions? Before that, I just wanted to thank and thanks for your time to just listen to my voice, and also I hope I just took the entire session very interestingly. If you have any questions, you can ask now, or you can throw questions to Rosie or whoever is available from Sokaikada. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. I'm just holding for questions.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Any queries? Participants? Any queries? Hello?
I hope we have very limited time.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Very
Okay.
informative.
Yeah.
And also thank all the participants who have joined and encouraged us, sir. Don't forget to submit the feedback form. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Any
Okay,
queries?
madam. Thank you, madam.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.